And we're live. Let me plug this in low on energy. Welcome to the McCaffrey Crafts live stream. I'm Francis McCaffrey. I am a fifth generation Blackthorn shillelagh maker, and welcome to my weekly live stream. Every Friday around now, I go live, and I'm quite happy to answer any questions that you guys have in the community. I'm just live streaming today on Facebook and on YouTube at the same time. I didn't have time to set up the old Instagram link, but most of the comments come from you guys anyway here. And a very wet day in Killorglin outside. I'm just back from town. I have been looking to get a printer all day. My two printers have gone today, so I wasn't able to print out my shipping labels. So I'll have to go to Killarney or Tralee tomorrow to go get them. I forgot today is a Good Friday in Ireland, so a lot of shops are closed a bit earlier. The traffic is unreal in town today in Killorglin. It took me like almost 30 minutes to go from town to my home, and it's only like 2 kilometers away. So that is difficult. So I will be here to answer all your questions. Don't be shy. You can ask me anything. You can ask me what toothpaste I use. I'm quite happy to answer any questions. So this week, has been as busy as usual. The orders are still coming, man. It's like fast and furious. It's a good complaint to have. I just want to get time to make some sticks again. I have plenty of sticks that I've already finished and I need to upload, and I also need to. Okay, here Mary is saying. Snowing in Wyoming. We're into April and we got snow in Wyoming. There's something wrong. That's kind of weird. Should be no snow anywhere at this time of year. Should be springtime, the deer's running around and all that kind of stuff. Uh, let's see now. Dean Sharp says, "Hello, Francis. So the sunny skies are gone. Yes, we got 4 days of sunshine in Ireland. That's it. Now it's back to grey, miserable skies outside. You guys can show you guys some Irish weather. I'm just at home now. I wanted to go into town to my shop, so you can see the beautiful grey skies of Ireland. Look at that. Welcome to the grey skies of Ireland. You can, good Irish weather. It's raining away now. You can see the rain on my car. So good. It's raining today. Actually, I wanted to go into my shop to do the live stream, but traffic was so bad I had to turn the car around and come back. Come back to my lovely home, which I need to clean up. Got to do all my chores. Just because I'm a world famous shillelagh maker doesn't mean I have to do. I escape chores like cleaning dishes and ironing and stuff. I'm still actually I'm going to hire a maid. I decided. I think I'm going to actually hire a maid. I'm tired of doing all these things, and I can well afford it. And let's see now. Paul Carter. Hey Paul, how are things, my man? I'm just here at home today, chilling. Just kind of rushing to the live stream because I got stuck in traffic as well. I know it's going up in town, man. It's just like huge traffic jams. Well, you guys are saying hello, hello. That's very good. Welcome to the live stream, as always, guys. Uh, so what you guys want to know? You want me to talk about my life? You want to talk about sticks? Do you want to talk about Irish culture, heritage? What are you guys in the mood to talk today? Because remember, you guys decide on these live streams which direction we go. And don't worry, I'm pretty careful of staying away from all the difficult topics, but you can ask me anything you want. Um, yeah, so this week I've just been really busy again, like packing and stuff, because my dad's out of action at the moment because he actually, I got an update on that. He didn't get off scotch free because he got called back the next day because I'll tell you the story about my dad actually, because you might last week I told you about my dad fell down from this milk crate down this concrete steps, and we went to hospital and they said he was okay and they brought him home. But then within 24 hours, a radiologist came in and looked at the x-rays again, and he got a second opinion, and yeah, they called him back, and he had 8 broken ribs. So yeah, he didn't get off unscathed, and he's one tough son of a whatever man, because like he has 8 broken ribs now. So after falling down the stairs, so I didn't post that on my social media, but there you go. If you're interested in that, so my dad, he can't drive. He can't do anything. He's like literally in the sitting room. He's probably watching this now with like one, two, three, 4 pillows beside him, and he's on nice codeine painkillers which take away the pain because Broken ribs are pretty painful, and you got to wait for them to heal. There's no way around that as well. So he doesn't want to laugh or anything like that. So he's in good form, but he's in pain. So but he will recover as well. So my dad used to help me in the shop with the straightening, with the finishing, and him and mom used to do like the packing now in the evenings. So these are all new things now that I've kind of had to take on to myself again. So it's just kind of extra work for myself because my dad and mom had been actually helping me since since I've been away for a while there, or the last year, and I managed to persuade them to keep helping me. Um, Dean says, so I found out that sloe gin is made from the sloe berries of blackthorn. Interesting. Yes, that is correct. Usually the sloes, like October time, September, October, November, and then it takes, whatever, like 4 weeks or 6 weeks, I can't remember. You just put it in some sugar and some other bits and pieces, and yeah, you can make sloe gin is quite a famous thing as well. Mary said, "Oh, that's painful. Hope Frank heals quickly." Yeah, he's kind of like when you found out how much pain and stuff is in, like it's just I don't know, man. The hospitals and stuff. Like, anyway, my parents don't want me to talk about the hospital, so I better not. Um, it's yeah, it's one of those things, man. It's changing a light bulb. The dangers of changing a light bulb. My dad goes to change light bulb, breaks 8 ribs. So the lesson and moral of the story is if the light doesn't need to be changed, if it's all right, just leave it alone. But be careful, guys, out there. No one's talking about the dangers of light bulb changing. Light bulb changing is one of the most difficult and dangerous things known to mankind. So many people have slipped and fell changing light bulbs. No one ever goes online talking about the dangers of light bulbs, the dangers of changing them. You have to screw them out, you have to pull off things, you have to stand, you could be, electrocuted, you could fall, and I'm kind of a victim through my father who broke 8 of his ribs changing a light bulb. So yeah, just be careful those light bulbs out there, man. If anything can be taken away from this shillelagh maker on this really miserable dark evening in Killorglin, County Kerry, where the wind is, well, there's no wind actually, where the rain is tapping against the window and it's just grey skies. Um, be careful changing light bulbs. If I save one life, changing light bulbs, it'll make all the matters. Let's see, Paul. I stay in. It's usually Easter storm. How are you getting along? Yeah, it's Easter. I don't even know what even days of the week it is. Some days. How is the fasting going? I did that for 72 hours, and truth be told, I've been a bad boy this week with my eating habits. I've been eating a lot of junk. I was feeling a bit stressed out, and everyone has things they do when they're a bit stressed out. For me, I went to chocolate. I went to the shop and I started buying some chocolate, and I think I might have been eating a bit too much chocolate for the last few days as a comfort to self soothe. Stick makers too need a bit of self soothing now and again. For me, it's been chocolate this week, so I got to get back to dieting now. I ate a bit of junk food because I went to local takeaway and got some, chicken and chips and things like that a few nights because I was just so tired. Um, let's see. Welcome back, my best of Frank. Yeah, he'll be all right. He'll survive. Like he's a tough man. Like he's 75. He bounced his head off the concrete steps, and he should have been way more injured. But 8 broken ribs. I think you have 12 ribs in each side, so it could have been worse. Could have been 9. Could have been 10. Could have been broken leg, could have been broken arms and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just surprised he didn't do more damage. Let's see now, Paul. What did you say? Paul, Miriam doing well. My shoulder still bothers me some as well. Yeah, shoulder injuries are the worst. It's just through wear and tear are the worst ones too. Anything to do with rotary cuff or different things, you just got to be careful of. Sleeping at night, sleeping at night is the most annoying thing with those kind of injuries as well. It's, yeah, that's kind of what you got to go for with shoulder injuries. You never not quite know which way they're going to go as well, so they can be quite troublesome. When you're stick making and you're doing this for quite a number of years, and you're doing it like pretty much most days of the week. With the wear and tear out of your shoulders because you're doing lots of rasping, cutting, and different things. Of course, you can have machines to do bits and pieces, and of course, there's many better ways to do everything, but if we were all so perfect, man, the hospitals would be empty in the accident emergency, and accidents wouldn't happen. Let's see now. Anthony is going for the market of becoming the lead filled stick maker. Yes, yes. There's a huge market for that, Anthony. Go for it, man. See how we get on with customs and see how we get on with the lead poisoning and see how we get on with all the sticks that crack from being hollowed out and lead shoved into the middle of it and creating a hollow in a stick. You know, it's there's a reason why I stay well clear of lead loading, as you all know from if you've been watching this channel for a while, me harping on about no lead loading and stuff. Oh, and like from the phoenix from the ashes, up comes Granddad. Granddaddy O McCaffrey, Frank McCaffrey. He lives. He lives. Frankenstein has reemerged from his slumber. Now, Frank is my dad, and he's sitting in his armchair in the sitting room, probably with like all the pillows around him, nursing his 8 broken ribs. All right, glad you're here and healing. Granddad's in some pain meds, man. He's happy out, man. Give him a bunch of codeine and stuff and all his pain medication, man. He's got a big smile on his face. Hope he doesn't get addicted to it, like. Mike Collins says hello. Hello, Mike. How are things? Nice for you to join this channel as well. Thank you as always for joining, guys. I'm working on plenty of new sticks. I put about 20 new sticks up yesterday. I actually have 80 sticks which are finished. They're mostly knob sticks, just the usual type of ones I do. Let's see now. And there's my dad saying, "Thanks, Mary, relaxing." Maybe I'll get him on a live stream since he's not to do one of these weeks when he's like loaded with his pain meds or something like that. It might be fun. Let's see. Love the hair, man. Oh, very good. It's I can sport many looks as well. I can put it up there to give myself a bit of extra height. But yeah, it's always weird to me how like I put a load of videos out there, promoting Irish crafts and Irish heritage culture and the wood and the blackthorn. And like there's so many comments on my appearance then. It's funny. It's like I'm trying to sell walking sticks, lads. And like you care about like how the length of my beard, whether I have a double chin or not, my nose, my glasses, an ant walking on my glasses. Every time I get new haircuts, it's kind of I find it actually funny. It's entertaining to me, like from all the things that you guys can comment on. It's like loads of appearance questions as well. But that's all right. If I start to get like a little bit fat, you guys are always in things. Oh, you're starting to put up weight again. If I go down weight, oh, you're losing too much weight. It's the comment section's always funny, man. Like the thing about online is you can never have like kind of a weak skin. Like if you grew up in Ireland, you're well used to people teasing you and giving out to you and commenting on your appearance. It's like part of, I guess, it's part of Irish culture or life. Like it's maybe in other cultures you might see it as bullying or something like that. In Ireland, it's just a Friday evening. It's just a regular day of the week as well. So uh, what's going on in Ireland at the moment? I haven't really been reading the news for the last while. Last week I've been like a recluse, man. I've been like the Unabomber, just like not completely in the reference to him being like recluse, not into the other things he did. Good old Ted, Uncle Ted, isn't they call him online and stuff. But anyway, uh, anything else you guys want to chat about today? Um, I suppose there's actually a big if you guys are interested, I'm not going to it because I don't do wholesale, but there's a thing on at the end of April in Newark called the Celtic Showcase. And I know a lot of Irish manufacturers go over there to try to sell to American buyers. It's like called the Celtic Showcase. I think it's on the 29th and 30th of April. I might go one year. It's supposed to be quite a big one to go to, but I don't really do wholesale business as well. I haven't chipper tonight. Actually, I had one. I had one earlier. I was like thinking, I was a bit hungry at 4 o'clock, and 4:30 I went for one. I went to local chipper and I got a spicy chicken burger with chips. Yeah, into Peters, which is kind of Mikko's or whatever it's called now. It's called Peters. Yeah, Peters. The guy who runs that is actually sound Polish lad. I known him for a long time. Like he always has a business next to me when I had my marketing company and my craft shop before. He was always next to me, working away hard working dude actually. Good evening, Francis. Hello, Stephen Kelly from the famous Kelly clan. How are things with you? Hope all is well in your world. So I wonder what the next emergency is going to be. We had tariffs now. What's next? I'm already got used to tariffs, man. I need the next shock. What's the next shock to the system going to be like? Alien invasion, something like that. Who knows, man? They discovered. They discovered some. I'm such a nerd, man. I'm always interested in these things, but they discovered like an exoplanet or something that has apparently signatures of life coming out of it, and another star away. It was released this year, this week. So I wonder, new market for stick making. Like, yeah, some of these aliens come. I gotta like, either sell sticks to the aliens or more likely sell sticks to the Irish people because with the technology differences between us, sticks will probably be our only hope, man. That would be it. Whatever happened to all those drones in America? You know those drone sightings that were coming out of the ocean. Remember, like it was a top news story in the states there for about like 2 weeks, man. It was going on forever about these mysterious drones flying around and stuff. To all these American lads watching the live stream, like, what was that about? Whatever happened to it? Did it just automatically stop, or is it still happening, or something like that? So weird, man. There's all these like weird things. And then like I started looking at the Egyptian thing too, man, with like, the all the stuff about like the new kind of technology that was able to like look at underground of Egypt and it's claiming that there's this vast system and stuff like that. I don't know, man. There's so much we don't know around the world, so that's why I just stick to making sticks and things like that. It's just simple. Just working with wood, working with the grain, working with things like that. Let's see. It said it faded away. Is that the drones thing? Yeah, man. It's like it was an interesting story, and obviously there's some reason for it or something like that. But I don't know, man. When these stories go on for a bit of time, usually you don't know what the motive is or something like that. But yeah, it definitely was a weird one. All right, guys. Uh, but when I'm making walking sticks, I just like throw on like different stories and different podcasts, or like I listen to your man Patrick Bet David like sometimes too. Like I've probably been listening to him most of the week, just throwing him on and just like he waffles on a bit, but it's easy to kind of listen to when you're like making sticks and stuff like that. You don't want anything too complicated to listen to as well. But let's see, what else do I kind of watch? I don't really watch anything. I just kind of like always looking at the comment section of all my social media, and then like just having conversations with people. Usually, like most of my evenings are usually like I'm here in my home and I'm just answering as many questions as possible. And always the most frequently asked questions is sizing and stuff and different things. Sizing, there's like a million different ways to figure out the correct height for your walking stick, and usually it's not one height; it's within an inch kind of range. Like the easiest way is like half your height with shoes on. Shoes almost give you like another inch or 2 inches. So just add it, or else you can just divide your height by two and add an inch, and then you're close enough to it, like within an inch. Let's see. Are you smoking any good cigars? I gotta get some more. The ones they're hard to get. Like it's so hard to get cigars, and like the ones there's like here, like this company is the one I got them in Dublin. Look, I got cigars. This is the last time I got it. James Fox Dublin. You have to order them online, but like he's too pricey. But he's the only one that has them. Like cigars and whiskey blenders. So the last cigar I got from him, and I found a place in Killarney that has a few ones. But like I kind of like the fat stogie type ones. You see Arnold Schwarzenegger with. The kind of like small and chubby, just like me. Let's see. How about? Oh yeah, my dad was watching that quite a lot. How about the great Rory McIlroy, Irish champion? Yes, he did well in the Masters. I wouldn't be big into golfing. Like I played golf maybe 5 times in my life, and it was fun to do, but it took too long. It's like a 5 hour thing, and like I just don't have the time usually to do it. But I wouldn't be like big into watching golf or anything. But like Rory McIlroy is Ireland's most famous champion. So and he had won the Masters this week, and yeah, he did pretty well. So usually the country has to support our few limited sports stars as well. It'd be wild if that planet was found to be populated by Irish people as well. Yes, it would be. A group of Irish people. So apparently, the story goes that like was it Saint Brendan was the first to discover America, and the voyage. But isn't that the story? The guy from Ireland. They were saying before Columbus and before all this, they said maybe the Vikings did, but then there was a guy that predated that. Brendan. There's some. I don't know the full story because like I don't read a lot of Irish mythology and stuff. Like you'd hear too much of it, and you just put you off it for a while as well. Uh, let's see now. Will your dad be making any sticks? No, not at all. What date does the hiking sticks go up? I want to get one. I don't know, man. I keep getting sidetracked. Like I wanted to go in today and do this, and then my printer went, and then I'm selling my car, so I had to bring that to the garage. then like, because I don't need any more. I just need like a small van, so I'm just going to like get rid of the Honda CRV and just get like a small little van or something like that. And yeah, so once I get the time, like my week, Anthony, is pretty busy. Like say I wanted to start doing a load of the hiking sticks this week and starting some of them, and then into my retail store, I kept getting calls every day of people visiting me. Like even on Easter Monday, I have two groups of people that want to meet me. So this week, see a lot of people, they come to visit my shop, and then they visit my shop and I'm not there, and they ring me and say, "Where are you? I need to meet you." And then because they've come so long, like I usually spend a good bit of time with them. But like when someone comes to my shop, like they can be there for an hour, just like asking questions, looking around, looking at all the sticks and different things as well. So by the time they've looked at the sticks, told me why they're in Ireland or Irish connection, asked me some questions about the steak, asked me about my family history and things, and by the time all that's done, an hour's gone, and then you're just about to do work again, and then the doorbell rings again, and there's another group who've come all the way just to specially see me. But like sometimes I kind of wish they would just give me a bit of the heads up and stuff so I can kind of schedule it into the week and work around it. So if I know people are coming, it kind of just is a bit helpful for me. Because like sometimes I'll just turn up all of a sudden and be like, "Oh, why aren't you open?" And I'm like, "Well, I am working, but it's just like I can't sit in the retail store all day." And then the retail store is so quiet, like there's no point hiring someone to sit there all day either, because like I only get like a handful of people that come in per week. But it's always like they always come in like in little groups together, like where on a Tuesday morning or something at like 10, 11, 12, they come in. So usually if I did, but I have offered a job for someone to work in the shop for the summer, and I'm just waiting to see if they accept it now. So I have actually offered someone a job to come in and help with the logistics, the packaging, and to manage the shop as well. So hopefully they'll accept anyway. Um, so I kind of do need. Yeah, I'm at the stage now of a company that I need like a partner, or I need someone to come in and someone to like I'd be open even to buy someone who wants to buy in half the company or something like that. Because I'm just kind of flat out, and I need to kind of, and I want to scale up, and I want to make money as well. And I know then that I need to kind of involve more people. But it's one of those things. It's a good complaint to have as well, that I'm so busy now. There's a good opportunity. I still have enough blackthorn for about 5 years, so it's always going to be a problem of trying to like figure out the quantity and figure out to find enough blackthorn each year. It's like it's hard enough to find it, but I have my own field now, and I'll be growing blackthorn, but then I won't be able to touch. Well, I'll probably be able to cut it in like 7 years, because I'll put like loads of manure down, and I'll buy these blackthorn hedges in that are quite tall as well, that I can get them. I know someone who has a bunch of these hedges, and like, or else I'll just transport some of these large hedges from other places and put it into my land. So like so yeah, so then like you can watch that journey as well. So I'll probably be making more of that video content over the summer months and stuff. When it's a bit nicer, I would mind like going out and showing you guys my land. And then next year I'll be cutting. Actually, there's a load of blackthorn on my land. I didn't get a chance to cut it this year, but I'll be cutting it all. Any more holidays this year? I haven't been on any holidays, but like I do go places and stuff. But I do have to go to Asia for 6 weeks. Probably mid-May, June, something like that. And that's why I need to spend like the next 4 or 5 weeks making loads of sticks, putting them on the website, so that while I'm away for the 6 weeks, there's plenty of stock up, and I have plenty of good sticks as well to choose from. And it's just that anytime I try to catch up and preload my website with loads of sticks, you guys to keep buying them, which is, as I said at the start, is it's a good complaint to have. I do like that noise when a sale comes in. The phone shakes and ching, it makes a noise like that. It's always pretty good. Um, so yeah, no, I don't really go on holidays. Like I went to Taiwan, but like I didn't even feel like a holiday because I'm busy doing things and just dealing with stuff. It's yeah, I want to go to a few countries. Like I want to check out Romania. I want to check out Bulgaria. I want to check out Croatia. These are places that I need to check out. There's a few things that might be interesting over there, and yeah, there's like loads of other places too. I think I have to go to Abu Dhabi as well. To there's some opportunities in the Middle East, and so yeah, usually I kind of combine like holidays with working, and then they just become like all working, meeting people, trying to do different things. Like there's loads of people interested in doing things with me and collabs and stuff. But like what happens is like it goes to a point, and then they're just not willing to kind of like they want me to do too much, and them not really doing too little or putting anything in. And that doesn't sit well with what they want to do. Like it's just So it's kind of, and then like sometimes you'll meet people from different countries and they'll call me about doing some kind of quite big deal and stuff, and then when it comes to it, they want like these like really long credits, and I'm not giving like 180 days credit and stuff and giving them half my stock, and then like I propose some good things with them, but you never quite know as well. Yes, I got a super chat. I'm famous. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Don. Thank you there for giving me the super chat as well. With that five, what do you want me to do with that five? I'll buy some tea. I'll buy some because I don't really drink, so I'll buy some Barry's tea with your $5. I appreciate that. Yeah. So if anyone there wants to tip me and stuff, I'll try to think of something useful to do with it because I never really get any tips anyway. But sure, everything counts, I suppose, as well. So be always pretty good to get. But Don, you are a gentleman. Thank you as well. You have the American flag with the Irish tricolor up. So that's a very good combination to have. And that's the thing between Ireland and America. We're like we're related. There's like 40 million. Like, there's what 300 and about 300 million, maybe more probably 350, let's say, million people in America, and like 40% of them. What's that, like 12, 15% of Americans have Irish descent. So that's kind of a sizable amount of the country. That's a sizable thing. So there's a very good relationship between, well, usually, like, unless this pharma thing is going to cause a problem now with all the pharmaceutical companies. But you see, all of those pharmaceuticals that are in Ireland, like all of those deals were done like in the 70s and 80s, where all the big pharmaceutical companies came over. And like it was like the deals were there, like to give the jobs in Ireland and to kind of, America was doing all right as relatively was, and it was quite happy to kind of like try to help, a country that was quite connected to it with about 40 million like of their country people identifying as being part Irish or something like that as well. Even more on St. Patrick's Day, everyone claims Irish heritage on St. Patrick's Day. But I think nearly every Irish president or every American president has had some Irish in them anyway, from Obama and Moneygall to Bill Clinton to you name it. I think Bush even claimed he had some Irish as well. They all do. They all do. I think even Trump has said he's some Irish as well. I'm not really too sure. Biden, of course, was had an Irish connection. So like, luckily, the Irish lobby in the USA seem to have good influence, whether it's Democratic or Republicans in power. So hopefully now the Irish lobbying groups and the Irish American groups and all of these guys in the US, they can protect the home country from different things as well. Dia Grit, to hello to you, and Tame Gahanawa. Tame Gahanava, which means I'm very, very good. But I don't really speak Irish, so like I learned it up to 18, so I wouldn't be fluent in Irish now. But I understand that. Or let me put it on the screen here so everyone can see it. Diagwit means hello, and Konasatatu just means how are you. So hello, how are you? And I said Tommy Gahanava means I'm good, I'm really good as well. Or Tommy Bukaldona. There, a little joke, Osquelga, for our Gaelic speaking friends. But I know basic things like we learn Irish in school till we're 18 years old, and then we never use it again, and we never like do it again. And then maybe when we're drunk out in the pub and a few Irish people around with people from other countries and they want to be cool, to have our little secret language, and we speak then in pidgin Gaelic to each other, like like we're not fluent. We'll just talk about like an Cadagum Dulgadi and Leheris, which means it's the first thing a kid learns at school. It means like, do I have permission to go to the toilet? It's such a long thing as well. It's so annoying because like when you're a kid at school, like when I went to school when I was 5 years old, and back in the olden days, what they wanted to do, here's another Irish expression. Níl hinton mar de hinton fin. There's no place like home. It translate to is like there's no fireplace like your own fireplace. That's what it like literally transfer like tin. So Níl hinton mar de hinton fein. No, sorry, Níl tinton mar de hinton fein. That's a good one. Shin shin. It's Carcolor. Dullaraig Erenos. Is bin bale in a husk. Trastnada downta. Dulshir dulshir. Shlán leis an uignis and shlán leis an gear. There you go. Little bit of McCaffrey trying to flex the few little phrases he knows in Irish language as well. But yeah, don't test me, guys, man. I'd be like, you will expose, that I only know a little bit of Irish, but a little bit is still better than none. I've never been very good with languages. I was always good at maths at school. I was pretty good at like anything maths, numerical basis, logic based, anything that creative, like say for example, like in English, you had to like write short stories and stuff. I was useless at that. Business org, accountancy, they were my subjects. I did very well in science, but I just didn't like I didn't see any careers in science at the time. I was like, yeah, I don't want to be a scientist. I don't see any money in it, and like I've always, from a young age, I've always been this little capitalist, buying and selling my Star Wars toys. That's like trying to think of the first way I made money. Yeah, like I had all these Star Wars toys, like I had hundreds and hundreds of them, and then I used to sell them for a lot more than I actually paid for them. Like I remember I moved from Cork City to Kerry, and they were all like trying, like all the Kerry kids were like obsessed with GAA, which is Gaelic football, and they're like, "Oh, you're the Cork man, you're the Cork man," and then like there was this like scumbag teacher that would like kick the ball and call me a loser and kicked the ball and said, "Look at this stupid Cork man all the time." I think I had to like, yeah, like there was plenty of bad teachers like in the school that I went to, Sculvera Kilorglin, back in the day. Even though like I went to school there like in the 80s and 90s, beating kids from the by the teachers was still prevalent. Smoking in the classroom was still prevalent. Even when the smoking ban happened, the teachers were still smoking in the classroom. Like so, yeah, it's a different time, man. Different time indeed. Um, oh yeah, there's the one I said as well. Anul Kiadagum Dulgadi and Leharis. If you're asking me for permission, go to the toilet, man. Go if you need to go. That's you'll always learn that at school first. Um, let's see. Don says, "Hey Francis, I don't know if you remember, but I used to watch your streams a year ago, and you helped my channel Millennium Mafia, and I just got this account back, and I just wanted to thank you as well." Don, no problem at all. Happy to have you rejoin the channel as well. And sorry that your channel got taken down and stuff. Like sometimes online, like you'll say some things, or someone will get complaint, or someone will like not be happy with what you say, and these things can happen. So like and I think people should be allowed to me speak. I think people should be. Actually, I'm a bit into the old free speech, even though there's no free. You're not allowed to have free speech in Ireland. Like you're not allowed to criticize certain things, or you get done away with. And then they brought in these new laws in Ireland, so we don't really have free speech. Is really much an American concept, which I think is fine. I think like there's pretty much free speech in Irish bars. Like you just don't. When Irish people like have a few beers, man, you see, like they'll say anything, do anything, and like it's so like in Irish culture, it's actually okay for two people to have contrary opinions, and you just debate it out and you chat it in the bar, and you'll still be friends at the end of the night. You support different teams, you support different things. Even like people with different religions can get in Ireland. Like it's kind of it's not like that as well. Let's see now. So let me see the next one. Okay, so this guy, a tactical, he says, "Hey Francis, after your last drive stream, I bought my first walking stick from you. It's currently on its way. I'm very excited." Yep, very good. Happy to hear that. Um, FedEx is the main way I send now, and they're pretty good. I was supposed to get some sticks out this morning, but I had problems with the printer, so they'll go out now after the bank holiday weekend. Oh yeah, Monday's the bank holiday, so yeah, they'll go out on Tuesday. So yeah, if you've ordered sticks probably from about Thursday evening, they'll go out on Monday, because the printer wasn't working this morning, and I was like trying to find one locally, but I couldn't. But yeah, it just needs a new thing. So let's see now. Uh, okay, we'll get rid of this one, and we see the next comment is, which is just simply "Oi" from Steve K. Very good, man. Hope everything is all good with you as well. But yeah, like it's let's see, what am I working on now? I have actually a bunch of shillelaghs I need to put up too. You see, like I built up a load of sticks when I've been back and stuff, and then it takes me about like 5-10 minutes to upload a stick to the website, wait till all the pictures upload, right, change a few descriptions, work on the meta tags and meta descriptions for search engine optimization. So like when I upload a project to the website, it can take up to like 10 minutes. So like if I have 80 multiplied by 10, that's like hours and hours, and then I'm just kind of constantly going back and forth. And now it's tax year as well, man. So when it's tax season as well, I'm going to be putting up some of my best sticks this month of April. So because I need to pay my tax bill, I don't know what my tax bill is yet. Like I'm waiting for my accountant to give it to me. I've given them all they want. I still have to write out my mileage charges. I keep forgetting to do that. Maybe I'll do that tonight. But yeah, it's tax season as well in this as well. Let's see. Garen says, "Good evening to the Honourable Order of the Stick. Good evening to you as well, Garen. Hope everything is okay with you. Let's see. And Warchild says, very surprised with how quickly I received my stick. Yeah, sometimes like if you buy it like on a Monday or Tuesday, like I'll have it out Wednesday morning. So, but if you buy it like on the Thursday evening, say after like, in the afternoon, I pretty much have all my orders done for Friday morning collection and they collect first thing. So then anything comes in like on a Thursday or Friday, it usually doesn't go out until the Monday. And then like it'll probably be there, but probably before the end of the week or something like that. So I do appreciate that, an excellent service. I'm quite happy there that you're happy with the service I provide. That's very good. Let's see now. Kevin McCarry said, "What's the plan for the weekend? I passed Clorgan a few weeks ago, driving an Arctic. Love to meet up sometime. I'll bring the custard creams. Yeah, not a bother. I'll be around this weekend. It's Easter weekend. I'll just be working. Doesn't like I don't really have any plans. I'm not going to go anywhere. The weather's kind of miserable. Uh, I'll probably just do the same thing, just work, get my orders done, and just communicate with you guys in the community. This is my life now. Talking to you guys is what I pretty much do in my free time as well. Let's see now. And yeah, Forge Lefrem says, long time, Francis. Yes, you have been commenting on my videos and channel and joining live streams for a long time. May it continue, man. Maybe 20 more years. Let's use the last. Tony Napoli is the oldest guy in the community that I can think of. Like Mary's been around for some time as well. Liesel used to be back in the day, and yeah, there's a loads of old faces. Like you man Bunk was there a long time ago as well. Like I think before the COVID years. And yeah, there's been a good few of you guys as well. Like Garen's, he's been around for a long time as well. Happy Good Friday and Happy Easter. Yes, I actually didn't really know today until I went in to get some food in the what you call it in the takeaway, and they were like serving special Good Friday things and deals. I'll be here for 40 more years. Well, if you're going to be here for 40 more years, I'm going to stay for 41. I want to stay longer than you, Anthony. I want to beat you, man. Challenge accepted. All right, you're going to be 40 years. I'll be here for another 40, 41. That's what I'm going to do, man. Game on, game on. We can do that as well for that. But yeah, to live a long life, they say you need less stress in it. So reduce your stress. Stop eating the sweet, sugary things, even though I'm cursed with it. I'm terrible, man. I just I have such a weakness, man, for biscuits and things like that. It's like an addiction. I just like I start to like to do as well. Uh, She said Liesel moved to Wales, waiting to hear how it went. Yeah, I haven't heard from her for a while. I know her channel; she's uploading content and stuff, but like I haven't had a chance to look for it. I'm sure she's well. She's outgoing. She enjoys like she's a very talkative type of person as well, and she'll land on her feet wherever she is. So lot of people are survivors. If you have a good personality, you can survive anything and anywhere. I like when bad stuff goes down and when bad shit hits you, like if you just learn how to deal with the stress around it and just wait it out, bad stuff passes in time. No matter how bad something is, things always pass. You know, the COVID thing passed, the tariff things will pass. The next disaster will pass. All these things kind of pass. So just do what you do and stuff like that. Oh yeah, the Cuban. Buy a Cohiba Rooster cigar. I would if I can bloody find them. It's like to buy any. It's so annoying. Like sometimes I wish I was living somewhere else, man. It's so hard to get anything. Like even today, it was just wrecking my head. I can't printer anywhere. And I was just trying to get like a bloody printer, go to electronic shop and things like that. And geez, I have to go drive forever to get printers and stuff. Sometimes there's kind of an advantage of living kind of somewhere near a big city. At least you can get a few things done and different things as well. But yeah, I swear that's something that I've only kind of recently got into is smoking cigars and stuff. Because I was there, I don't know, man, and then started reading it and then started watching it, and I watched the manufacturing videos and looked pretty cool and the different things. And then the first few cigars I got were too strong, like they were really like strong ones, with the dark ones. And then once I discovered I like the kind of medium to mellow and the like the mild to medium and stuff like that. And then I got a few of them, and I just enjoy like I love those half ones because they're about 40 minutes. I think 40 minutes is long enough for me to smoke a cigar. I don't want to be smoke one for an hour. And then like, you just sit down and you just relax and you think. And I like just to be, I like to sit down and think that what does a stick maker like most when he's not making sticks is quite simple: peace. I just want peace. That's it. Simple. When you're at work all day and when you're battling the elements and battling the wood and getting cut with saws and carrying things back and dust in your eyes and sore shoulder and sore back and everything, and you're just dealing with all of these different things, and then you have the few occasional unusual customers and things like that, and saying weird things to me as well, and calling me magical wizards and stuff. Yeah, some guys call me that, but he's all right. Like he's bought a stick, but sometimes it's just calling me kind of weird things. It's just sometimes it's just like what, and things like that as well. I get a load of weird messages actually, but I should but they're like, maybe it's just like they're trying to like approach me with humor, and then I kind of just don't get it or something like that too sometimes. Let's see now. My favorite saying is "This too shall pass." It does. Like it's simple. Like the thing is, the way I've learned to deal, here's my own magic trick for dealing with stress and dealing with everything's. I just go, whatever happens, it passes. My website before went down, and it was like it took me a week to get back, and like it was like I felt. That was like something I was like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? But like, just sat down, built a new website, uploaded everything again, and that's how you go about it sometimes. You just do things like that as well. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera around too much. Let me put it down here. Let's see. And just had a real Cuban Cohiba. Didn't match the hype. I preferred the Nicaraguan ones too, actually. That's a good point. I didn't want to say that too much because like I know nothing about cigarettes or cigars. I'm not like an expert and stuff. And like everyone's always saying the Cohiba is the best. And like I bought the Nicaraguan ones and I actually liked them better. And then like I didn't want to say it too much in case like other people would be like, "Oh, you're a cigar snob. Cohiba is the best Cohiba." But like I bought the Cohiba ones and I didn't really like them when I first tried them. Then I got one variety of it, and then I tried like the Upman ones, and I tried a few, and then like the Nicaraguan ones were always a bit cheaper, like maybe about $27, $30 per one, and like I got a few of them. And there was a Madura one I got that was really good, and yeah, like it's there's this what's that one as well? Oh, there's a few I can't even remember their names, just off the top of my head. But yeah, I actually preferred the Nicaragua ones. Like they just tasted a bit better, and I felt a bit better. I still got the little nicotine buzz off them, which I kind of like getting. If you don't smoke regularly, like you do, then after like 20 minutes, you get like a little bit of the nicotine lightheaded things, and it feels pretty good. But I do enjoy it, man. It's just relaxing, just to kind of smoke a cigar, sit by yourself. The whole process, you cut it, you light it up, and you're just taking it in your mouth. You're not inhaling it. You're not doing too much. And from what I read of it, like one every now and again, it's not gonna cause too much. It's like everything. If you eat too much of anything, like it'll kill you, man. If you eat too many steaks, it'll kill you. Too many eggs is no good for you. Too much of anything is no good. But yeah, like Ford was my mom's favorite as well. Okay, very good. But yeah, the Nicaragua ones are actually pretty nice as well. But you see, I don't know a lot about cigars, so like you guys are probably experts and spoken for years. Like I'm only been doing it like a few months, and I'm surprised at how much I like this. Like it was like this is like something that I could quite get into and quite get involved in. And then my first thought was I wanted my own cigar brand, and I started looking at places, and then I was trying to look at some farms that sell tobacco in Asia, and I was like, if they could like make me, I want to make like that was my first thing that I started thinking of. I was like, I'd love to make the McCaffrey Blackthorn cigar, and I suppose there's probably cigar manufacturers out there. If you know any good cigar manufacturers that do custom products for companies, I wouldn't mind going to visit them, trying out a few different things, and like putting together my own product as well. So that's like something that I would love to do as well. Let's see now. Sorry, where is? Let me just go back to the questions. Let's see, Kevin. Okay, Kevin says that. Sorry, one second. I've lost all the comments here. Okay, Francis, a question. The blackthorn was well in bloom this year along the Irish Rose. Is this a sign of good or bad summer or harsh winter? Uh, Not really. Like it's you can't really predict a good or harsh winter. It's like I think the best way to do that is in the Groundhog Day in the States. Usually the blackthorn will flower white 3 weeks before the hawthorn will. So usually now you see the hawthorn is flowering as well as the blackthorn. So it's kind of like the first flowers that flower in Ireland, and you pretty much you can find loads of blackthorn patches everywhere in Ireland. But the problem is they're too small and they're too close to the road, and all of those patches close to the road, there's not long enough to have a walking stick in them. Like you'll find loads of these patches, you'll think you're a champion, you'll go look at them, and there's not one stick in them. Like you need like really overgrown hedges, like 15, 20 years neglected hedges, at the end of a farm or behind a cottage or something like that. And they're the kind of like the type of things that you're going to find, or sometimes along the riverbed. You never find them in a forestry or a forest. Lots of borenes. They're used primarily as hedging. So you walk deep into the some fields and rows, and you'll find like hedging and stuff. A lot of it's up the mountain in awkward places. Like blackthorn is always in the most awkward places, because if you're going to fight a blackthorn that's neglected, it's never going to be in like in a place that's pretty good. Let's see now. Let's see question. Let's see. John says, let's see now. Yeah, again, when I used to join the streams, we talked about cigars. I used to make them. That's good, man. Like rolling cigars, but it's supposed to be not good for your hands. Like if you have all of those things like on the bits and pieces, sometimes you have to be careful with your hands with the cigars. Like I know that you can take some of the tobacco and stuff into it, but like it's kind of cool the way to roll them and different things as well. So again, guys, if you guys know any cigar manufacturers, yeah, I'd love to just do a limited edition, for Christmas time. What is it now? We're in like April. Like even the next month or two, I'd love to find some cigar manufacturer and put together like, something that is, reminded and would pair well with my Blackthorn. So it wouldn't be cool to buy a Blackthorn and cigar and you're just like with your walking stick and different things as well. So I presume there's places that do that, but I probably just need to, to kind of like research it a bit better and different things like that. Team Chart says, sorry, the Monte Cristo. Yeah, I know this one as well. I actually have had that. So that's actually quite a good one. So like 1 second now. Okay, and Don's question as well. Let's see. Blooms every year, does it? Says Jasper. Yeah, it blooms like every year indeed. So that's pretty good. And yeah, it always blooms like in like around this time of year as well. So it's like it's all right. Um, it's like basically it always blooms like in around March time, so around St. Patrick's. Like sometimes it goes a bit like sooner than that as well. Uh, let's see now. Aaron Gabro Corona, creamiest cigar I've ever had. Aaron Gabra Corona means up Ireland. Yeah, so there obviously some Irish connection as well. No, I know the kind of taste that I'd like for a blackthorn. Like you see, blackthorn has a certain kind of smell, has a different thing to it, and I think like if you can get that right, and I've kind of get bits and pieces of taste of it off cigars, but like that really kind of like woody, earthy kind of taste, but done in a kind of there's a certain way in which I would do it. Like I put a lot of thought into it, and it has to be a certain type of way as well. But I actually no, I have an idea as well. I have more ideas for a cigar, but like yeah, if I could get like, and I'd have to get some humidor and places to store them as well. But yeah, I'd like to do that. But I just know the rules then of like selling it. Can I sell a cigar and ship it to America, or is there rules and regulations I got to go through? Man, these rules and regulations are like so annoying to be dealing with as well. Hello to Aaron as well. Yep, he'd be in bed usually when these times of streams because he's like seven. He's in Thailand now, so 7 hours ahead. I was speaking to him a few hours ago, and yeah, he'll be starting his school year pretty soon as well. So he'll getting into that. But yeah, like I have a lot of ideas. I want to like create more things and more products around like McCaffrey Crafts and the Blackthorn brand and stuff as well. Like I do all like t-shirts and hoodies and stuff on that Redbubble thing, but like I can't find like I don't I my profit margin's so low on them. I haven't like gone into the t-shirt business is just so saturated, and like unless you sell a t-shirt like for $40, you can't really make any bit of profit. Like it costs you pretty much like $10 to $15 to do it, and with putting it online, you have to pay commissions to your booking engines, to all of these different things. So like, if you want to make even $10 off a t-shirt, you have to sell it for over $30. So if you're selling t-shirts for like 20, $25, which still is kind of expensive for some t-shirts because everything is just mass manufactured and sent in, made from cotton, out of India. So it's kind of hard to get into the t-shirt. But I have loads of ideas for Remember, I posted a bunch of those t-shirts, and they sold well. Like, the picture of me as well with the volcano behind me exploding. It's kind of cool. The explosion behind me. So that was always pretty cool. But yeah, it's kind of one of those things, man. You just don't know what will go well and what not. Everyone was always get t-shirts, get all these different things, but like the profit margin is so tiny on them. It's not even almost worth kind of doing because you're just competing with loads of things as well. But like, I'm always looking for ideas for new things to come up as well. But I'm never leaving the blackthorn and the stick making things as well. Stickers, I do stickers, but like you make no money on them. You sell a sticker, you make like what, 50 cents or a dollar. Like, I sell a blackthorn walking stick that I've cut, that I put the effort in. Profit margin is way higher as well. Uh, are you worried about the tariffs as an Irish seller? Not really. Um, Maybe at the start, like for 5 seconds, but like there's opportunity in everything. So now like the tariffs supposed to come in, and dun dun dun, day before it was paused for 90 days. So like, they'll do some trade agreement or something like that. Anything that like, puts money in American pockets will usually like filter into my business somehow. And most American customers, like, they're, my sticks, what you get, like a 10, $15 little tariff on it at the end or something like that. It's not too detrimental to it. So I think, look, it's one of these like scary things that is thrown around as well. I don't think I think the implementation of the tariff policy isn't the best. I have a few points of contention. I would prefer if it was rolled out slower and would be more targeted per industry, where you would target it to like different industries first, and then use that then, of course, to benefit yourself. Like, I understand like the reason it's being used to encourage manufacturing to go back to the States, but like the States, like, they have an advantage, say, with technology and with AI and with all of these different things. So like if they bring manufacturing back, there'll probably be a lot of like automated factories. And I don't think it's like bringing back a load of like manufacturing jobs of people sitting in factories, like assembly things and stuff like that. They'll be all, you know the states are just technologically advanced. They'll have all robots, all there doing all the picking, packaging, and everything. So the thing is, like, America can do all the manufacturing, and they can get good profit margins on it, but the way to do that would probably be, having it all automated, having these factories using all the technological advances that are in America. And then, it's the people that are going to be servicing the machines and the industry around that people be involved in as well, and managing these things. So like, things are always changing, jobs are evolving. Luckily, stick making is actually a viable job in 2025. You can actually survive as a stick maker, which is quite interesting. It's one of these jobs that just doesn't go away. It's been around, but no one's doing it professionally other than, say, me, Liam, and Paddy from Derry Hicks. There's only three guys that are like registered businesses. We pay our taxes each year, proper companies, and we employ people and stuff. I don't know, the other two lads employ people, but I employ people. And yeah, I've offered a job to a guy who can sit in my shop all summer, and then that means the shop can be open like every day in case people comes, and then they can call me down if I'm around to come in, meet and greets and different things as well. Because like I can't sit in the shop all day waiting for people. That's what some people expect all day. They said, "Oh, I want to call to your shop on Monday. We'll be there between 9 to 5." And I'm like, I can't just sit in my shop all day. But why? But why? And things like that. Or like they always ask me as well, like to put on metal ferrules over rubber ferrules. That's the kind of question I can address. Um, I use rubber ferrules for a reason, and they are better on modern pavements. They're very easy for customers to replace. They just pull them on. They can get rubber ferrules very easy in America at any place. You can use like a rubber ferrule for the end of a chair, and they have chair ferrules everywhere as well in every hardware store. So it's easier to manage as well because when you attach like the rubber ferrule, they're quite noisy on pavements, and they don't do well on metal, on like concrete pavements, and different things like that. And they always come loose as well. No matter how much they're glued on and screwed in, the metal ferrules, they all start to come loose as well. And when I did do them a number of years ago, I was always getting guys a month or two later and messaging me saying, "Oh, how can I fix this? How can I do this as well?" And it always took like it took more time to do that. And because like I'm halfway across the world, sometimes it's not really like logistically possible just to do some quick easy fix, like to replace a metal furl and stuff like that. And I try to give guys instructions how to do it, but like it never works. So anyway, long story short is rubber furls are more secure, better, easier to replace, and better on modern pavements as well. And oh yeah, you were in to see me, man. John, how are things? It was a pleasure to meet you the other day. I hope I didn't delay you too much as well, because you were in town about 30 minutes. But thank you for waiting for me, because I was in the middle of doing something at the time. I was actually sorting out stuff with my dad and his ribs. I think I told you that as well, about my dad having his accident. And yeah, it was lovely to meet you, John. You are a gentleman, and you are very respectful. And it was a pleasure to meet you and your wife as well. And yeah, it was good that you've come to Ireland. I hope you guys have had a good time. I don't know. Are you back yet, or have you stayed in the country, or you're leaving? I'll have your tracking number. I must give that to you as well, because I had to do a few little things to the top of one of the sticks. I had to like I wanted to add a bit more finish on it. Let's see now. Hope your dad is well. He's all right. He's on the live stream. He's watching, John, so you can say hello to him. He's just sitting in his sitting room, just kind of watching me away. But yeah, he's all right. He'll be fine. He's tough. Sure, he raised me, didn't he? Sure, if he's raised me, he's done a good job as well. You know, what prouder moment can you have as a dad if your son goes, "I want to be a stick maker," and they actually achieve it? And like I've kind of shown how to make a living as being a stick maker as well. Have you gone to Scotland? Yeah. Second day, or sorry, Scotland in 2 days. Burr today. Burr's actually all right. Burr's a nice little town. You never hear people going to Burr too much. It's actually quite a nice little area, Burr, around Offaly, in the centre of Ireland. It's kind of, yeah, it's a nice enough area as well. And Scotland is all right, like, but like if you go to Edinburgh or Glasgow, man, like there's a few tough characters there. Like what part of Scotland do you go into? Like Glasgow, I went to anytime I go to Glasgow, like it's a bit weird. I remember I was in Glasgow to see a concert, and some rock concert and stuff. We're just there's like an underground and stuff, and like was on there, and like the first thing I saw was like one guy was trying to light another guy on fire. He thought it was funny. He got his lighter out and he was trying to light him. Oh my god! Then I went upstairs, and a guy did the very stereotypical thing in Glasgow. Like a Glaswegian kiss. Like one guy just headbutt another guy. And then, like, I was anywhere in the center around the train station and stuff, man. It was a bit kind of wild. Then like I was walking around like the streets and stuff, but yeah, that was my experience as well. Glasgow, then 9 days on the road. Yeah, like I heard it's really nice if you go up to like Inverness, and like there's two really nice scotches that you must try. Like I'm not a big drinker, but like every now and again I wouldn't mind a brandy or something. But like there's a thing called Glenfiddich and Glenmorangie, and they're Scottish. And yeah, anytime I've had them, they're nice. Have them with a cigar. Something like that would be pretty good. So Glenmorangie and Scotland, but like Scottish culturally would be kind of like Celtic, like Irish as well. It's a fantastic place. The Highlands, anywhere you get out of the cities is going to be good. Like, for me, if I go to Scotland, I want to go to Loch Ness, because, like, be growing up in the '80s, it was like nonstop on TV. And I know it's been debunked and all of these different things, but still, I want to go to Loch Ness. And even if there's a 0.00001% chance of seeing it, I just want to go there just to kind of like see the Loch Ness, area and stuff like that. But yeah, like I suppose the best way of exploring a country is just driving around, finding these quaint little towns and villages. And like no matter where you go in the world, you'll always find these kind of rural communities and towns, and they're just the best. There's just a really sense of community in it. They have their own identity. Like, how do you even say this politely? Like when you go to a country, you want to see a lot of the kind of local people there and the local culture as well. Like, so if you went to say like a town in Ireland, and it's like, there's no Irish people there, and it's just like some satellite town, and there's a nice melting pot of people there. Like, and then some towns have kind of had that influence, but like there's something to be said with seeing, a real local area with all local people. And when you go there, you want to try local food, you want to see local craftspeople as well. And you really want to get a feel that you're in a different country or stuff. Or like some place times in Ireland, you'll go into, say, into Killarney and it's just full of Americans. There's no Irish people there. And there's busload after busload coming in, even to Dingle. And you go into every restaurant and you hear an accent from Seattle and an accent from Tennessee and an accent from somewhere else. And it can get like that in Ireland in some towns where, like you just stop one of these tourist towns and like there's just no Irish people around. It's just full of tourists and it's not really an authentic experience. So I always like to do that as well. Let's see. Ardbeg is 10 is my favorite Scotch. Worth trying, and Smoke Bomb of Islay as well. Very good. But you see, I'm actually pretty good living. Like I'm a clean living type of person. I actually just I don't really smoke. I do like maybe one or two cigars a week at the end of the week as a little treat to myself. I don't really drink. Like socially, if I have to, like if it's like really hot weather and stuff, I wouldn't mind having a beer like in the evening time. It's like really, really hot. A nice cool beer tastes good. And I'd never drink more than one or two beers when I'm out. I just don't really enjoy heavy drinking. I like to be in control. Liam says, "Hello, Francis. Hello, Liam. Thank you for watching the live stream tonight. Do you guys have any more questions before I go? Because it's now about 7 p.m. I do have to go and try to I might try to fix my printers because it's annoying me. My two printers are broken, but I can pick up one in Tralee tomorrow morning. But I don't want to drive 20 miles to get a printer and drive 20 miles back. 40-mile trip tomorrow. Like it's like, yeah, I just want to get on with work. So yeah, any last questions there before I go, guys? If not, I'll finish up the live stream here and leave you guys get back to your world and me back to the world of stick making, the fantastical, magical world. I know I've getting a lot of references this week. Most people have been calling me wizard and stuff. So anyway, guys, there's no more questions coming in. I thank you for your time, and I wish you guys all the luck and thank you so much for all your time as well. Okay, guys, bye bye. See you.